Robert, but I can't bear the thought of my husband being in prison and me out here doing nothing for him.
Look, the best thing you can do for your husband at the moment is to look after yourself.
Well, he wouldn't be locked up if it weren't for me.
Yeah, well, Putnam had a big say in that. Look, I don't have to tell you that we're dealing with one very dangerous guy here.
Well, I know how to handle him.
Well, if you do, you're the only one. You're already in this up to your neck. Getting any deeper, no telling what might happen.
I might be able to help free my husband even sooner.
You might also wind up dead.
Take my chances.
But I can't allow that to happen.
Robert, how are you going to get Grant Putnam's footprints without my help?
Look, I'll manage. Now, look, you forget about the prints and anything else to do with this case, except, of course, protecting yourself. Look, you shouldn't even be here.
I was very careful. I drove Grant to the university. I watched him while he walked into the classroom, and then I drove over here. I waited until Holly left. Then I rang...
I forgot the key to my cash box next. See?
Holly.
What is this? What's going on around here?
That while I was in the area and having several appointments, why not pop in and say hello to Robert? What?
Save it.
Pardon?
The song and dance.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. Is it unreasonable to expect my best friend and my husband to treat me as anything more than a fool?
What do you mean?
It's obvious that something is going on here. A 4-year-old could see that.
Holly, don't be silly.
Why should I be any different to you two?
As I said, I just stopped in to say hello, but now I really must be going. Let's have lunch sometime, all right? I'll call you soon. Bye, Robert.
Bye.
Well?
Shouldn't you be getting to the spa?
You and Celia are having an affair, right?
I think you know me better than that.
Well, then what is going on? Robert!
I heard.
Well, then answer.
I can't. Look, I care too much about you to see you put in any sort of a dangerous situation.
I'm waiting.
For what?
For you to pat me on the head, give me a lollipop, and send me on my way.
Oh, Holly, look.
Take a good look at me. Touch me. You see, I won't break. I'm not a china doll. What can I do to prove that to you? I'm probably just as good a detective as you are. In fact, I'll prove it to you.
Holly? Holly!
Morning.
Oh, hello, Josh.
Any trouble getting in?
Even because of the wind?
Yeah, it's really cranked up out there.
No, but I'm glad I wasn't riding a bike into work. Otherwise, I didn't think I'd have made it.
Yeah, there's a storm brewing for sure. Inside as well as out.
Oh, and what's that cryptic comment supposed to mean?
Well, I've got some information for you.
You do? I might just make a detective out of you yet. What's that?
Mrs. Barrington. I mean, she got real ticked off at Leo the other day. And from what I saw, she couldn't decide whether to hit him or to cry.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get close enough to find out what they were talking about, but whatever it was, she wasn't too thrilled about it.
Oh, that's curious.
Well, I just thought you might like to know.
Yeah, I do. Thanks. Thanks for being my eyes and ears, Josh.
Anytime.
Is she in today?
Who?
Mrs. Barrington? The lady we were just talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is, actually. Yeah, that's what's so strange. You know, I would have bet a week's salary that she wouldn't show. But she's here, as if nothing happened.
Well, maybe nothing did.
Believe me, if you saw what I did, something happened, and Leo knows about it.
Yeah, well, wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, wait till you catch her act today.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, she's trying too hard. You know how you can always tell when people are, like, working overtime to try to make you think everything's normal?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Mrs. Barrington. It is. I'm telling you, she was gone crazy.
She's here.
I'm leaving.
Okay, here. Mrs. Barrington?
Yes.
I thought you might like to have a sneak preview of some of the new items we got into the boutique.
Oh, maybe not today.
Well, I don't think they're going to be around for long. Some of them are just fantastic. We have a whole new line of exercise clothing. Really, they're almost so good you wouldn't want to wear them for workout.
Well, I think I've just about had it with the workout.
Pardon?
Not today, some other time, dear.
I've got some really nice robes, too. I think you'd like them.
I'm really not interested, Holly.
Something wrong?
But why did you say that?
Well, you seem a little out of sorts.
Do I? I'm sorry.
Something bothering you?
No, nothing important.
You can tell me, you know.
Well, there's nothing to tell.
Mrs. Barrington, please forgive my frankness, but I don't believe you. Obviously, something or someone is upsetting you, and I'd really like to help you if I can, but there's nothing I can do if you don't tell me what the problem is.
Well, it's personal.
Well, whatever you tell me, I assure you will be kept in the strictest of confidence. You know, I saw the same thing happen to Sylvia Whitby. She was obviously depressed about something. And after a time, she stopped coming here altogether. I'd hate to see that happen to you.
Well, it already has.
What? What happened?
Well, if I
There
tell
you are.
Will you...
Oh, weren't you expecting me?
Hello,
Mrs.
Leo.
Scorpio.
You?
Do you know what time it is?
I know.
It's time for your massage. Don't tell me you forgot.
Well, yes, well, no, not exactly. I just don't want a massage today.
Oh, nonsense. As your physical consultant, I simply will not allow you to do this to yourself. You've been awfully tense lately.
Why do you think that is?
I think one of my special massages will be just the best thing in the world for you.
Yes, but...
Excuse us, right this way?
But
no,
I
know what's best.
What do you think?
Well, there is definitely something wrong with her.
Yeah, the guy she walked off with.
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm determined to find out.
You think that's safe?
Sure. You been talking to my husband?
No. Why?
Well, you sound just like him.
No kidding.
Well, this is one mystery that Police Commissioner Robert Scorpio is not going to stop me from solving. He can have as many secrets as he likes with my former best friend.
Thanks for running the papers, Bo Bert.
Glad to do it. Hey, something wrong?
Well, I'm just a little distracted at the moment.
Oh? Well, what is it? What's the problem? Professional or personal?
Both.
Well, what's that mean?
I had a fight with Holly over this Putnam business.
You mean you discussed it with her?
No, that's what we fought about.
Well, it's not much consolation, but I think you were smart not telling her about it.
Well, Holly doesn't quite agree with you.
It's for her own good.
Try telling her that.
Listen, Putnam is dangerous.
Listen, you mention danger to this woman is like waving a red rag in front of a bull.
I tell you, that little lady of yours has detecting in her blood.
Yeah, well, I'd like to give her a transfusion.
Well, there's only one way to do that, is to get her thinking about something else.
Such as?
Well, from my past experiences, I must tell you that romance is the best way.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, come on, Robert, you know what I'm suggesting. Give her flowers, take her to some wonderful spot for dinner. Give her a few hours of your undivided attention, and she'll stop thinking about getting involved in your work.
You think so?
What have you got to lose? At worst, you end up having a romantic evening with a very beautiful lady.
True. But somehow or other, I don't think she's going to be too satisfied with that, not now that she knows that her best friend Celia's involved.
You'll be delighted with the leotard.
You don't think it's too much?
Expensive?
So revealing.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, but it's cut so low in those stripes.
It'll just make you look even thinner.
Really?
Yes. You wait and see, you'll love it. Really, please, come back again soon.
Yes, I will. Bye.
Leo, can I have a word with you?
At your service, as always.
I hate to bother you. I know how busy you are.
Oh, I'm never too busy for you, Holly.
I'm worried.
Well, I have just a thing for you.
No, about Mrs. Barrington.
Oh. What about it?
Well, I noticed she hasn't been herself lately. I know how close the two of you are. I wondered if you'd noticed any change in behavior.
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, I have. She's been real possessive of me lately. She just won't let go of me.
I can't imagine why.
No, neither can I. I mean, all I do is massage her. I've never given her any sign of encouragement or anything, if you know what I mean.
All too well.
But there's no way she could have failed to notice my interest in you.
Are you trying to tell me that Mrs. Barrington is jealous of me?
Of course. Holly, everybody in the spot knows that you're the one I'm really attracted to. I mean, I'm nice to Mrs. Barrington and everything, but that's as far as it goes. With you, the sky's the limit.
There's no limit to the line you're feeding me either, is there?
You don't believe me?
I believe it's time for my pool therapy. Although, the way you're trying to con me, you must think I'm already right behind the ears.
Remember me?
Yes, you're that chap with all the secrets, aren't you?
You want to hear one?
If it's one you're willing to tell me, I'd rather not.
Well, at least you can listen. Look, I'm sorry about this morning.
Sorry that I walked in on you and, what's her name?
Well, I don't want you to feel left out.
Well, that makes two of us.
You're going to make this as difficult as possible, aren't you?
That's my little secret.
Look, you've got to understand there are times when I can't betray a professional confidence.
Well, it seems like all the time.
I'll make it up to you.
Oh, are you going to tell me what happened this evening?
No, but I'll take you out to dinner in the side room. That's just for starters.
Well, I would rather you told me about Celia, but I guess I'll settle the dinner.
You're welcome.
And the flowers on.
I know.
Yes, this is the boutique. Yes, he is. Just a minute. It's for you.
Who is it?
It's your secret friend.
Scorpio.
Robert, it's Celia.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Your office told me that you'd be at the spa.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine, but I've got to talk fast.
What's up?
There is a perfect set of footprints in the sand, of Grant Putnam's footprints, in the sand by the dock at the Quartermain boathouse.
Well, how'd you swing that?
Never mind, just get them, and soon.
Will he be out of the way?
Yes, I'll make sure of it.
How?
I'll have him take me to the airport.
You going somewhere?
To New York to meet with Dr. Borden.
Is he bringing his evidence?
Mm-hmm. Campbell's notes and tapes.
Great.
If Grant sees me off, then you should have plenty of time to be able to lift those footprints.
No problem, but listen, you be careful.
I'll keep in touch. And don't worry, I'll be safe in New York. Grant is staying here.
Good.
You had better go and quickly grab those prints before the storm comes and washes them away.
I'll take care of it, and you have a good trip.
Yes, well, just getting away from Grant will be a relief. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We have a problem.
We?
Yeah, it looks like I've got to run.
Without me, I gather.
Can I take a rain check on dinner?
I suppose it wouldn't make any difference if I said no.
Sorry.
You said that before.
But what am I supposed to say?
Tell me what's happening with Celia.
I can't.
Why?
Because I care about you too much.
This is getting incredibly annoying.
Yeah, well, for me too. Listen, we'll talk later, all right?
Not about anything I want to hear, I'm sure.
Was that your husband I just saw dashing out of here?
What if it was?
Well, if it was, and if he's not coming back, I'd consider it an honor if you'd go out to dinner with me.
Why not?
You mean it?
Two can play this game.
What game is that?
It's called Secrets. You ought to try it sometime.
Well, you can tell me all about it over dinner.
I'll be right with you.
Okay, here you go, Captain.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Should just about cinch it. One of these is definitely deeper than the other.
Just like the prints we picked up by the lake in the Adirondacks.
You can tell at a glance these were both made by the same feet.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the wrong guy in prison. The real criminal here is Grant Putnam.